guys, I'm gonna do this before I forget again. I meant to do it before I left on Thursday, got too busy, then meant to do it yesterday. I was too tired and I was doing other stuff and trying to relax. Didn't get it done, and I was either tired or I had brain fog. And trust me, you don't want me doing a vlog when I have brain fog because I make absolutely no sense. Okay, so I am like, this vlog is kind of all over the place. It started as one thing and then it morphed into another. I mean, I don't even need to begin how crazy my Thursday was because we ended up, I got a message on Instagram, not a private message, but a notification on Instagram that the concert had been moved up to 7 because of the weather, because it was like, we had big storms coming through the last couple of days. And so I was like massively scrambling, and I texted my friend and I was like, the concert's been moved to 7. We need to leave at 5 because we were originally leaving at 6. And she's like, I'll do the best I can. And she got here at like 5:20. So we were leaving like 20 minutes later than we had originally planned initially, or even an hour. We were leaving an hour earlier and 20 minutes late. And I was like, crap, we're barely gonna get up there because it took an hour to get from here to Springfield. And I'm like, and then half the way up there, I'm like, darn the Jonas Brothers for even moving the show. I mean, I know why they did it, but it was extremely inconvenient for someone who was coming from an hour away. All well and good for the people that live 10 minutes from the fairgrounds, good for them. That doesn't really affect them that much. But for someone that's coming from a ways away, that's a pain in the butt. And so that was my Thursday. And then I spent most of yesterday recovering. Anyway, I was originally going to start this vlog by saying one of my biggest pet peeves as somebody that is disabled is a personal assistant coming in here and treating me like a job, not getting to know me or know my schedule beyond the tasks they have to do. I hate that. And the fact that I'm shuffling PAs like every 2 weeks. I would get out of this system of how the PAs work, but I can't, which was the original reason I wanted to go into assisted living, because I would be out of that system. So that was one of my pet peeves. I prefer people that I can have come in and turn loose and say, do this, this, and this, the stuff's on the fridge, do it, and let me get my stuff done while you straighten up the house. The girl I had yesterday wasn't bad, but she wasn't feeling all that great. So it was like a half hour before she was kind of back up to speed and got everything done. So that kind of set me back a little bit. I mean, not that I couldn't really do that much about it. Anyway, can't do anything about anybody being not feeling well. So I was dealing with that. I mean, don't even just get me started on my PAs changing every 2 weeks. As soon as I get settled with somebody and I'm comfortable with them, they leave. And they don't, and the supervisor never tells me when people, when the schedule changes or there's somebody else. Of course, Penny barely tells the people that are working under her what's going on. I like Sherry, because she just does her own thing, lets the supervisor know she's there and she's good. But that's that. So that's one of the things I've been dealing with, which has been a massive headache. As far as dog stuff, I've kind of said how Zoom was like massively off, how he was getting loose. I'm hoping he's chill enough that I can get him to actually settle down. So he doesn't pull his lead like he did last week. I mean, granted, he didn't go far, but we had people at our table. And I tend to keep him away from people that are gonna like chit chat, because he takes chit chat as attention. And so that doesn't usually work well for him. And I can't set him up to be successful if he has people chit chatting at him. Not that they're doing it on purpose to screw me up, but still. And that other last week, we also had someone with a loose toddler that was running around. And that's the other thing I don't like to continuously expose him to, because he's like chronically distracted. And I just wish in general that at my church, people wouldn't take the atrium as the default to let their kids run loose. I wish there was like a space people could take their kids if they were kind of antsy, because it just distracts everybody that's in the atrium trying to listen to the sermon. Again, pet peeve. But that's the other issue I have. But that being said, I actually walked him to the park last week for it wasn't quite an hour. It was like 30-ish minutes. I don't think I could run him down there for an hour and walk him back. He'd be too tired. But I plan on trying to get him to the park for as long as I can on the weekends. I can do that once a week when someone can clip the gentle leader. I do it every day, but I cannot get the gentle leader on him. That's beyond my capabilities as far as I can do. That being said, he's been walking really good. As long as I don't have people like chronically distracting him. Maybe not on purpose, but it's like if he's chronically distracted, I can't get him to do anything. He's a very good dog. It's just his Achilles heel is he gets massively distracted. So I'm like just trying to get all that stuff square, kind of, and get him back on an even keel. If he gets walked, he's fine. If he gets enough exercise, he chills. Even coming back on Thursday, Friday, he was kind of just chill. That being said, he was his normal nutcase when my mom was here. She thinks it's because she gives him treats all the time. But I'm like, he winds up for other people too. But okay, so that's kind of where I'm at with him, with my life stuff. I will give kind of a lifestyle update as soon as I have one. Precursor, I am still working on saving the money for the matchmaking service. I'm about a little less than halfway there. I'm shooting to have the money by December at the earliest. So we'll see where that goes. Slow and steady is kind of where it's at right now, but we'll see. I have 2 more accounts that are getting there. And I just hit $19 or $20 on my one account this morning. So we'll see where that goes. I cash out at $25 on 2 of these accounts, and I'm almost there. I have all this stuff in queue that I want to do with it, but it's just going to take time because I'm still going through these levels takes a minute, even if I'm going making progress every day. So as soon as I hit 25 on both of those accounts, it's going to be $50 between those two accounts, which is going to give me like my next get me halfway to my next 100. And that's not even including the money from my SSI that I am putting in there on a weekly or a monthly basis. I have all these subscriptions I'm running as well. So, but most of this stuff is stuff to help me. And I also, speaking of my subscriptions, I also, I'm currently paying for someone to come pick up the yard twice a week. Pick up the dog poop. And so, and they're extremely flexible. They're essentially a small business, which works better because they're on a smaller scale as far as people that are, I didn't even know this was a thing, but I would prefer it be more than 2 times a week. But like if they did a flat rate for weekly, and it's paid on monthly. But I just found out yesterday that the guy that runs the business said he'd give me a discount since my yard is so small. Since I know the yards they normally service are like 3 times the size of mine. So he said he'd give me a discount. So that's lifestyle stuff and dog stuff. And I'm actually really happy about that because it's going to save me. It'll be like a quarter of the price that I'm paying right now. And I paid him $50 last month. So, but like I said, I have all this stuff, that money I'm putting towards lifestyle stuff, that's just making my life easier. And so that's kind of where I'm at. And this video is already getting way longer because I'm kind of rambling because I'm updating you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And hopefully this will be up on time. It's not going to be, I'm going to try to start getting it edited probably starting on Monday. So it'll probably be up at the regular time, maybe a little bit later depending on how fast I get it edited next week, but it will be up for you guys. And I'll see you in the next one.